truly, has there ever been a manga like Chainsaw Man within Shonen Jump? I don't think so. So the Typhoon Devil has arrived. He's here to help Reze, and Denji, riding Beam like a steed into battle. Just leaving off that chapter alone was super crazy. In this chapter, what was funny was what would be considered the main focus. The fight between that group wasn't what a lot of my interest was in. It was in the whole interactions between Aki and the Angel Devil, who during all this are just trying not to get swept up in the chaos. The Typhoon Devils, like hurricanes, are just pulling like big poles out of the ground, lifting cars and whatnot, causing a lot of mayhem. Also, the explosions given off by Reze. It's a big chaotic just war zone between them. But here's Denji, he's trying really hard to land a hit on Reze, but obviously she's very skilled. She's smart, tactical. Honestly, I feel like the Typhoon Devil was weighing her down a little bit in this fight. Probably was a little bit hard for her to keep active while having his whole wind aspect in this, just causing such a ruckus on top of environmental damage. But ended up aiding her a bit, just giving her blood after Denji cuts off one of her legs. Denji was upset he had to cut off the leg of a hot girl, and then the Typhoon Devil kind of just spits his blood at her. She's able to regenerate a leg and, gain more stamina back. Meanwhile, Aki is just trying to hold on to a telephone pole or a lamp post, and he ends up saving the Angel Devil once he gets swept up in the whole hurricane. And we know that he can't touch him. At least he's not supposed to. Touching the Angel Devil will take years off of your lifespan. Well, not instantly years, time. And it's easy to lose time just from moments of contact. Like a minute's gonna take probably a year or two off your life, because Aki's grabbing by the shirt, but he knows that the clothing he can touch, skin contact he cannot. I wonder why the Angel Devil doesn't wear gloves. But here, the Angel Devil's just telling him to let go. He's been ready to die for a while, and he doesn't want to, end the 2 years that Aki has left. But when Aki lets go, there's a moment where the Angel Devil thinks back to some girl, someone from his past, I imagine. Maybe it's somebody important that was another devil. I'd be really interested to see just interactions between two devils, maybe not a person. Or, who could it be? Maybe it was the person who, ended up getting him on his side with the devil hunters. That part is going to be a mystery for his character. But then Aki grabs him by the hand and is able to pull him in, and because of that, he lost 2 months of his life. So now he's down to what is that, 22 months minus, because we don't know any general time gaps. Probably only a couple days since we found out the 2 years. But from this, he's just holding on to the guy, trying to keep him safe. He's an ally. We know that Aki, even if he doesn't get along with people on his team, he does care about them. He does have a compassion for anybody that's allied with him. And, if the Angel Devil died, Aki would probably still cry for him. Even though the guy was a devil, and we saw, him being a kind of a bit of a D-bag earlier in the series, and just he's still a devil. He wants humans to suffer. Maybe this will shift that, which I think would be really neat for development for him. Now, I do think Aki I still think he's going to become a hybrid, kind of like Denji, Reze, the Katana Devil. I think he's going to become a hybrid like them and gain immortality. And I know this whole death on him is being built up, but whereas you have all these characters in Chainsaw Man that end up dying, unexpectedly, I think it'd be cool if the character you expect to die ends up, living. Aki, who, his time is counting down. And with that, we know that from the future devil, he said that he was going to die in the worst way possible. And I'm guessing, it'll be more of a moral death. If he became a devil, becoming something that he hated. And from that, I think it would be really just neat to see where he goes. Plus, it was oh, well, maybe he'll get the Fox Devil. No, it doesn't have the Fox Devil. Okay, he's gonna get the Future Devil. Okay, he's gonna get a hybrid Future Devil. No, I think now it would be, more sensible to have him gain the heart of the Angel Devil, and maybe like whoever knows how long that'll be, but build up the relationship between them, make them really close, because obviously there has to be some form of reason why a devil would give up their heart in order for a human to survive. We know Pochita and Denji were very close, so it's got to be something like that. Maybe over the next year and 10 months, 22 months or so that Aki is set to live, he and the Angel Devil can become actual friends. And he's missing that spot in his life right now. He lost to Menno. He probably doesn't really have anybody else like really close to him, and it would be nice to see that character side of him build up. And just a good development for the Angel Devil would be neat, and I think it would really pay off a death for him. Because even though he's presented as a jerk initially, he's a devil, he doesn't care about humans, he wants bad things for them. It would be nice to see, how that changes over time. But anyway, Denji, assaults into the Typhoon Devil. The Typhoon Devil was neat. I didn't have a whole lot of hopes for him once we found out that, that he was very submissive to Reze. He pretty much just backed off the second he knew that she was on the case. So, doesn't look like he's a big shot. He's just got a cool name, Typhoon Devil. And so there's the fact that he can manipulate the weather. I wonder what kind of like power output that is, because Denji is just like running down on him, so he should be able to kind of like get scaled off of that. Just me thinking like power level stuff for slight distraction. But he ends up just bringing the chainsaw, cutting its head right in half. And I thought that part was sick, because afterward there's literally just a giant mound of intestines of the Typhoon Devil just like pouring out of this building, and then Reze just pops right out from above them, lands a big explosive kick on Beam. Beam ended up shielding Denji by putting him in his mouth, and he just looks like a little fried fish at this point. Poor guy, he's all just all beady-eyed, just unhappy. Well, what? I guess I can't say uncooked. I was gonna say unscathed, but that nope, doesn't work there. I guess just not in a good place. Not. You can just look at that panel where it's literally just a burnt up shark on a rooftop, and he just looks so uncomfortable. And the only words he put out, ow, poor Beam. Beam's a good guy. I like him. I like Beam so far. He's just such a team player when it comes to specifically Denji. I think he's neat. He's that extra supporting little guy. He's doing a good job. He's doing the best he can. I hope we get more of like his character after this arc, and it's not just gonna be he's gonna tie into this. I want him to live. I want him to live for a long time and become just a regular. But now Denji and Reze are face to face on this rooftop. They're gonna need to get off. Like Denji's gonna need to get him off there, because I don't know how many more explosions Beam can take. But I'm guessing this is going to be where the real kind of like battle between them is. Denji's, he's charged up. He's got blood in him. He's got his stamina back. He's all healed. I still don't think that Denji is going to really be able to do anything against Reze. I think it's going to be, stall out a skin, Makima show up, and he obviously now he's like, okay, I gotta, be smarter with my powers. We know that, but I don't see it really as a possibility right now to defeat Reze. I think she's going to be a much longer lasting character. And she just all around just more skilled than him with her power. And Denji, he doesn't think straight in his Chainsaw Man form. He's always had like displayed adult thoughts as he's in it. So I doubt he's going to be able to kind of just like get like a quick improv, inventing new abilities and techniques in this. Though I would like to finally see like a name technique from from Denji. It's just something to kind of like call his own. Just some sick like move. Doesn't even have to be something crazy, but something like a chainsaw top or something. It just becomes a Beyblade. But that's pretty much it. It was a really fast chapter, just because there was a lot of action between what was going on with Denji, Beam, against Reze and the Typhoon Devil. But a lot of the stuff to talk about was just what could come out of, Aki's relationship with the Angel Devil, the future of him possibly becoming a hybrid. Because out of the characters that, you know, are set that could die, there's the ones that can't die. We can't have Denji die. I mean, Denji's really the only one that I don't think is going to die, because unlike, you know, other series like, something like Black Clover, like say somehow Asta died, there's other characters that could have a Black Clover grimoire that you can be like, okay, this is the main character now. If you wanted to, like, if Tabata felt like for whatever reason. But the only way that Chainsaw Man would be able to continue if Denji died is if he gave his heart to somebody else and they became the Chainsaw Man, which would be actually pretty neat and like a continuation story, but obviously not something that would happen this early on. But Aki could die, and, you know, a new rival can be brought in. I hope not, because I think he's been really well written in only 50 chapters of his series. I think he's been written at an excellent level, and I want his character to stay around. But anyway, comment below, tell me your thoughts are about this chapter, and tell me what your thoughts about what's going on, the brutality and the awesomeness, craziness of Chainsaw Man. Always a delight to read. But other than that, yeah, thumbs up the video, but from the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. From that, I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. Thank you all for listening. Bye.